Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to unpack a massive $1 billion deal that pulls back the curtain on the AI revolution. And you know what it reveals? It's not just about clever code and data anymore. We're talking about raw power, massive construction projects, and a fundamental shift in what it even means to be a tech company.
So let me ask you this. What do you think is the real fuel for all this AI that's completely changing our world? I mean, we always hear about the brilliant algorithms, the endless data sets, but the real engine, the thing that makes it all go, is something way more basic. It's just pure, raw electricity, a whole lot of it.
You know, we love to talk about AI living up in the cloud, right? Like it's some kind of weightless, magical thing floating around. But the truth is, the cloud has a physical address. It's made of sprawling, windowless buildings called data centers, absolutely crammed with servers, and they are hungry. I mean, they consume energy on a scale that is genuinely hard to wrap your head around. And this is the perfect way to think about it. We're not just writing software in our garages anymore. Building out AI today is a construction project on a national scale. Seriously, it's like when we built the interstate highway system or the entire power grid. It's a massive, monumental undertaking that needs incredible amounts of capital and a whole lot of concrete and steel. Okay, so that's where our story really kicks into gear. A brand new powerhouse partnership has just been formed, and they have one single incredibly ambitious goal: to build the actual physical foundation for the future of artificial intelligence.
So who's at the table? Well, you've got three giants, and each one brings something essential to the mix. You've got OpenAI, they're the brains of the operation, obviously. Then you've got SoftBank, bringing the capital, the money, as they always do. And then there's SB Energy, which is basically the muscle. They're the ones who are going to provide all that power.
$1 billion. It's just a staggering amount of money, right? But what's truly going to blow your mind is that this is just the start. Seriously, think of this as just the down payment on a vision so huge that one day this $1 billion is going to look like pocket change. So what is this strategic partnership really? Well, it's not as simple as OpenAI just hiring a contractor to build something. No. This is way deeper. They are actually investing in SB Energy to create a totally new way to build these giant physical homes that AI needs to grow up in. And believe me, they are not starting small. The very first project is a 1.2 gigawatt data center out in Texas. Now, to give you some perspective, 1 gigawatt is enough energy to power a pretty large city. So yeah, this one campus is going to need the power of an entire metropolitan area. And again, this is just the beginning. So why this deal? Why now? Well, it's more than just a big investment. It's a really clever strategic move. What they're trying to do is build a whole new kind of assembly line, basically, for the data centers that are going to power the next wave of AI. And the whole point is to do it faster and cheaper than anyone's ever done it before.
And you don't have to take my word for it. This quote from OpenAI's president, Greg Brockman, just gets right to the point. The key words here are fast, reliable, and scale. The demand for AI computing power is just exploding. And the old way of building these things is just too darn slow. They needed a whole new playbook.
And here's the genius of their new model. It's basically 3 steps. First, OpenAI designs the data center from the ground up, custom built specifically for AI. Then SB Energy comes in and actually builds the thing, using all their expertise to do it fast and on budget. And then, and this is the killer part, SB Energy also provides the power. It's a completely integrated system, making sure those digital brains never, ever go hungry. Okay, now we need to zoom out, because this $1 billion deal, as big as it is really just one tiny piece of a much, much larger puzzle. We are talking about a jaw-dropping, multi-trillion-dollar bet on the future of AI. Just look at this timeline. It tells an incredible story of acceleration. You see how the numbers just keep getting bigger and bigger? You start with the massive Stargate project, then a huge funding round, and now this deal to actually put all that money to work. The strategy couldn't be clearer. Raise unbelievable amounts of cash and then immediately pour it into building the physical world of AI. I mean, this chart says it all, doesn't it? That $1 billion deal we've been talking about, it's just a tiny sliver of the total investment. It's basically the starting gun for a spending spree of truly epic proportions, all designed to build the physical world that artificial intelligence is going to live in. Let that number just sink in for a second. $1.4 trillion. That's more than the entire economy of most countries on Earth. OpenAI isn't just trying to predict the future, they are building it with an absolutely unprecedented amount of money,
one concrete and steel data center at a time.
So, what does this all mean for the future of the tech industry? Well, when you see this much capital moving this fast, it's a pretty clear sign that the ground is shifting under our feet. The companies that are going to win in the AI era might look very, very different from the tech giants we're used to.
The rules of the game are completely changing. I mean, for the last 20 years, the whole Silicon Valley dream was to be capital light, to build software that could scale to millions with almost no physical footprint. Well, you can take that playbook and toss it right out the window. The new AI model is the total opposite. Winning now is all about securing huge amounts of capital for energy and construction. It's as much about pouring concrete as it is about writing code.
And hey, this isn't just some theory. You can see it happening in real time. SoftBank, one of the biggest tech investors in the world, sold its entire stake in Nvidia. Think about that. The undisputed king of AI chips, they sold it all to go all in on this OpenAI infrastructure vision. It's a massive bet that the real money is not just in the AI's brain, but in the physical body that holds it. And honestly, with OpenAI's revenue about to go to the moon, it's a bet that could pay off big time.
So here's the bottom line. The race to build the smartest AI has now become the exact same thing as the race to secure the most energy. The brilliant people creating this stuff are now facing an even bigger challenge. How do you power these incredible creations without, breaking the planet? It really is the ultimate question for our time, isn't it? We can dream up these incredible new minds, but can we actually afford the electric bill?